This is Andy Chambers. Thank you for joining me for today's update. Some of the charts we're going to look at today were featured in the late November update. We're going to look at them again because they still have great setups. The first chart we're going to take a look at is MDY, the S&P Mid-Cap ETF. Most of the major indices have been trading in a range since last March. Recent trading suggests that they could be poised for an upside breakout. A breakout of a long-term trading range can mark the beginning of a significant advance. MDY looks like it wants to break through the flat top that's been forming for a year and a half. The next upside targets for MDY are 190 and 200. Initial support is seen at 182 and 172. The monthly chart for IWM is similar to MDY, but the flat resistance goes all the way back to 2007. The next targets for IWM are 90 and 100. Initial support is seen at 82. The bulls don't want to see a monthly close below the November low of 76.13. XLI also appears to be poised for a breakthrough flat resistance. The next targets are 45 and 50. Initial support lies at the December 31st low near 37, the November low of 35.19, and the 2012 low of 33.08. XLB finished the year about where it was at the end of January 2012. It looks like it could be ready to take off. The upside target for XLB is 45. Initial support is the December 31st low of 36.71. The next support beyond that is the November low of 34.44 and the June low of 32.59. EEM, the Emerging Market ETF, had a higher low bottom setup at the end of September. The setup is still valid. The next upside targets for EEM are 50 and 55. Key support lies at the June low of 36.57. The monthly chart for Deere also has a higher low bottom setup. The upside target for Deere is 105 with key support just below 70. EMR, or Emerson Electric, could be ready to break through flat resistance that's been forming all year, or all through 2012. The targets for EMR are 60, 65, and 70, with key support at 43.50. HOT, or Starwood Hotels, made a strong move up from the 2009 low to the 2011 high. After a long pause, it appears to be ready for a further advance. The upside targets for HOT are 70 and 75. The initial hurdle for the bears is the June low of 47.41. JPM is another stock with a higher low bottom setup. The next targets for JPM are 50, 55, and 60, with key support at 30.83. Oracle also has a bullish monthly chart setup. The next targets for Oracle are 40 and 45, with key support at 25. TEL, or TE Connectivity, has the flat top setup that we like so much. The next targets for TEL are 45 and 50, with key support at 30. VAR, or Varian Medical Systems, also has a flat top setup. The next targets for VAR are 80 and 85. The initial hurdle for the bears is the July low of 52.90. American Express traded in a narrow range for most of 2012. We think it has good upside potential with relatively limited risk. The upside targets are 65, 70, and 75. A monthly close below the November low of 53.02 would put the bullish outlook on hold. After trading in a range for about 2 years, CAM could be ready for a further advance. The initial targets for CAM are 63 and 70. Key support is just below 40. CAT and HALE are two more stocks that appear to have good upside potential with relatively low risk. The initial target for CAT is 100. A break of support at 80 would put the bullish outlook on hold. If HAL can break through resistance just below 40, the monthly chart will be relatively wide open up to 55. Initial support is seen at 30 with key support at 26. GCI appears to be poised for an upside breakout. The initial targets are 24 and 30. However, the monthly chart is wide open up to 50. Key support is seen at 828. We've been looking at monthly charts. The chart for KO, or Coca-Cola, is a weekly chart. A lot of stocks and indices had big weeks for the week ending January 4th. Coke had one of the most impressive bullish reversals that we saw. A bar like that draws a clear line in the sand. The big bullish reversal suggests that the pullback is over and the uptrend is resuming. The initial upside target for Coke is 45. A break of support at the weekly low, the January 4th weekly low of 35.58, would put the bullish outlook on hold. Well, that's the last chart for today. If you buy options on any of these stocks, please be sure to buy plenty of time. Thank you for your time and attention. Good luck and good trading.